story too.
All right, so here we are at the America First warehouse with Joe the Box, and we are going to take a little tour. He's going to tell us about how he's gotten started and how he's built up to what he's doing and why he is so about what he does. There he is right there, fellas.
I've already been going since 5 a.m. I do more in the morning than most men do all week. It's the truth.
That's probably the truth, yeah.
This is Minuteman Hall sign. And this is another sign over here for the campus. Over here is a sign for the MAGA store. This is Freedom Corner that we recreated. Not as dangerous as Freedom Corner on Washington, D.C. I've been some nights in D.C. where we cried, we prayed. It was magnificent, man. And I fell in love with that corner. And I've been there a couple times, like our recent anniversary, where I was yelled at, screamed at, called names. You know, Jesus wants us to turn our... Give me another one. May I have another? Oh, I could use another too. Jesus doesn't want us to do that. He does not want us to get slapped around like they're doing right now. But you know, the 4 days here at the America First warehouse, working so hard to get the truth out about the J6ers, because that's really my goal and focus this week. I have a lot of other great things that I want to do too, and I'm gonna. But before I do anything, I need my tools, right? Because what carpenter can do the job without his tools, right? The America First MAGA van. Oh, I love this van. This van's got a few miles on it. We're going to have some oil change. We got to put some money into it to keep it rocking and rolling. But I follow America First candidates wherever I can here in New York. I love Andrew Giuliani. I followed him with his campaign up to Rochester. Syracuse. We were, on Long Island. And we took the van and we opened up the van and we put out our speaker system. And I told everybody how great America is and that Andrew Giuliani is a great American candidate. But New York Citizens Audit will tell you that no matter what, when the audit count was done, there were 338,000 more votes than registered voters in New York. I think that's worth repeating. And I know this for a fact. And this can be proved. So when I hear, I don't have the proof, I don't have the proof. There are 338,000 more votes in New York for the governor than registered voters. And that is the same-day vote, the mail-in vote, and the absentee vote. So let's see what Albert Einstein would say about that one. This van gets used. Tina 40, another great American Patriot. Well, you know what? Some of my friends, they say some words that, are hurtful, like F words. I try not to use them. I do get upset with, and I curse, but I try not to. This is the #1 reason why Joe the Box is the maniac that I am, and I will continue to be for the rest of my life. That U.S. border is wide open. It is killing 100,000 people a year on an average. What is we doing about it? Joe Biden is not doing anything. Crooked Joe Biden is not doing a thing. He doesn't care about the border and the fentanyl deaths. He doesn't care about our J6 prisoners. He doesn't care about Palestine train wrecks. He certainly don't care about the Maui.
Nope, you sure don't.
All right, so I never paid any attention. In love and memory of my son, Joey, Daddy-O loves you. That's my brother, what he says to his boys. He's got 4 boys. Joey will be 24 years old forever. Joseph Louis Verteber, a shining star. Loved this country because we were fighting for Trump when he was still alive. I gotta watch my brother every day, man. Okay, we're gonna come back to him. But I am Joe the Box. Corporate Transfer is my company. Here's the box. Corporate Transfer. I pick things up, I put them down. I've been a moving man, hardworking man my whole life. I learned from my mom and dad. My dad's a hard worker. He's still alive. God bless him. I talked to him a couple of minutes ago. He worries about me. He thinks my patriotism is going to get me in trouble. And I might be in trouble with my business, but I don't care because I only move Patriots, by the way. Corporate Transfer only moves America First Patriots. You love America. You love Donald Trump. I'll be your best friend. You don't like America. You don't like Trump. You're not going to like me. I don't know who these guys are.
I don't know. They must love America too.
You know what, my brother? When we go into the MAGA store, I want to freshen you guys up. I mean, the flag, you wear a flag. I drive my flags on the back of the motorcycle all the time,
Right.
and I hang them, and they fray. And that's what happens. You know what that means? That means you're working. You're waving it. That means you're out there every day letting everybody you know that you love this country. You love your freedom. You love to say what you want to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to go where I want to go, and guess what? I want to pack. I want to carry a gun on my side. That's right. When I go through New York City, I want a gun on my side. Because right now you go through New York City, you're asking for death. You're asking for a problem. I got to drive my trucks in and out of the city. I see it every day. I saw it coming. They invited them in.
Yep.
Come on, Joe Biden, the borders. That's not a caravan. That's not 100,000 people in New York City. You Democratic liars. You lie. And I go to work every day because I don't have time, but God blessed me with the pandemic. And that's why I got it. He hooked me up, God. I took what he gave me and I built the America First warehouse. You know what that's all about. Come on, let's take it with me, all right?
It is awesome.
We got a lot of walking to do. I don't know if you can keep up with it. You know, I got these special shoes because my feet hurt all the time. They're supposed to make me feel better. They do. But I don't know, it still hurts. All right, look at over here. Here it is, the America First warehouse, okay? It's number 4. Right in the middle of number 4, or actually on both sides. 4 is in the middle of a tremendous company, Unique Advertising. You know, I'm going to just tell you that they are very supportive of what I do. They're my next door neighbor. They know I start trouble, and, you know, I be respectful, and they're respectful too. I think they love the country. Unique Advertising.
Unique.
They'll bid you a display. All right. This is the what I call the VIP entrance to the place. We leave this sign out here, right? Can anybody tell me what that sign says, David?
The America First Warehouse, event parking and main entrance and rear of building.
Right. This is the front of the building, but maybe it's what? Yeah, we got everything in the back. That's the entrance. This is what I like to call VIP. Maybe I should do another sign. And we'll put VIP parking over here and handicap parking. Because if you got handicap for whatever reason, maybe you was in the war, you know, maybe you're a little older and, you know, you need some support and assistance, I'll take you right to the VIP entrance. All right. Let me see what's happening over here. I don't see the MAGA store. You know what? Let's cut through. Let's cut through the America First warehouse. We'll cut straight through and go to the MAGA store. All right, follow me.
Follow me, follow me, follow me.
Hold on, any mail? I like the mail. Only when there's bills, you can stay there. I like the mail when the checks are there. Bring the checks in.
Right.
All my checks we work for. You know what the government wants to give you checks. The new one, the free college. Isn't that great?
Free everything.
That's the stupidest thing I ever seen.
Free, so we
Free. It's not free.
You.
It's not free.
No.
You know what it is? It's $5 a gallon in gas for diesel fuel. $5 for diesel fuel. That's what I do. I make a living on diesel. Under Donald Trump, it was $1.80 on diesel. What That was like a raise for everybody in my office.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in America. All right, come on, follow through over here. Stay with me. Can you zoom in on this a little bit? I tell people, get ready for the warehouse, because this is what you're going to get. We're all set. We're all lit up. You come on out and you let America know what it's all about. Last night, the J6s and Mickey and Nicole, I mean, they crushed it. Right, guys?
Yeah, they did.
I thought so too, man.
Absolutely did.
You can look over there. That's a little podcast studio. Sometimes we get people in and we'll put we'll be on their podcast. And this one I like. I'm going to tell you why I like this. All right, the door's open. I got to get cool. Oh, here's the space.
The layout.
Yeah, this is the layout. We're over here right now in the warehouse number 4, and Freedom Corner's up here. All right, these are warehouses that we run and operate that we used to be here and here. The pandemic was phenomenal.
Right.
I think it was, I don't like to take advantage. I call it a capitalism opportunity, right? It's an opportunist. When you see a problem and you can invent something or you can create something, it's really the American way, But the difference between me and most, or at least the Democrats, is that money's really not mine. It's my wife's. Just kidding. Belongs to God. Come on, kids. Just shut that door on the way out. Oh, here's the Zoom TV. Yeah, just shut that door if you don't mind. Is this thing moving away? I want to tell you a quick one I really like. One of my stories. This is actually the TV that we use in there when we Zoom. I did a little spot with Diamond and Silk.
Oh, did you?
All right. Yeah, she was upset, of course, with her sister.
Right.
I think like every other American that it was because of the vaccine, right? That's what I think, the vaccine.
I think so.
And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but anyway, but I do believe that the vaccine is responsible for a lot of deaths. It just adds to the lies that we've been told and that they're sticking into us every day. So anyway, here's the story, right? Macy's. Do you see me in front of Macy's in New York City on Fifth Avenue? Let's have a parade. Right? You know what happens? The story that I understand, at these big fancy stores in Manhattan is a great place to pick up chicks. Do you know this? Did you know this? You want a girlfriend? You can go to Macy's or Bloomingdale's and you can walk in, and if a woman likes you, she can take you into the dressing room with her. Because it happens, right? That's what this woman told us about Donald Trump.
Oh, that's
married to the most beautiful women in the world. This guy, he walks into Bloomingdale's and she wants to take him into the room so they can friend. But rape is sexy, is what I heard. What the hell's the matter with you morons?
Exactly.
Did I miss something on that story? I did not. Another witch hunt against our great president. What a bunch of baloney. But just in case, I got the Macy's store in here and the dressing room is open. The dressing room's open. Fucking liars, man. They destroy me. All right, anyway, come on in here. Oh, Jesus, Lord, let me light you up. Come on over here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, the whole group, all 5,000 viewers right now. Please over here for a second. I'm going to start the day right now the way I do every day. Nobody was here this morning, but I was. Lord, I love you. You blessed me with so many wonderful things. Let me do your will. It is not what I want. It is what you want. Show me the way. That's how we start.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Last night, let's keep walking through because you saw this already. This is old news. You'll be back here all day after 1 o'clock anyway. You know what I mean, David?
Yep.
Anybody play the drums? Anybody play a baby grand?
I don't. I would love to be able to, but no, I don't.
Well, it takes a talent. It takes the blessings of God to be able to have that that talent. I have 2 boys that they play, they jam all the time. They're amazing. Amazing. And later I'll give you the tour of how I built that place out. I love this country. You have everything I have is yours. America First Warehouse. Just a little design I created. What's the matter with me, huh?
Love it.
I go down the road with this. I don't care. I have a business to run, so sometimes we have to use this truck when the business is, requires it, okay? And the trucking business is the way it is, so I often do find this truck on the road, and I'm ready to use it for fighting them for America First. You got any ideas? Let's walk around it a little bit. I'm going to, it's crazy because in the warehouse, I was able to help a couple of businesses that, because of the pandemic, they were closing down. That's basically what happened. Because with each building that I took, I was able to find a patriot that needed help. Not that I was looking for them. You know, God steers everything in your path, you know. So I helped these people, and you'll see some of them, what I've done. They're back on their feet. They're understanding. They're helping me out because we all want the same thing. We want this country, want to keep our businesses and so forth. Our MAGA store sells these things right here. These are flag holders, or I guess you call them, you know, you can do them for fishing rods, right? Some guys get them on the back for a fishing rod.
Yeah.
But the one I have inside for motorcycles, that's a custom piece. And my neighbor helped me create them. I helped him, he helped me, right?
Right.
One American Patriot. And he's from Italy, and he doesn't like what's going on. So I got both sides of the truck. I put a few friends on there. I'm going to add a few. Freedom Express Media needs to have a logo, you know. USA 76, you know, needs a logo too, right?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, stay with me, all right? We're going to walk into the MAGA store.
Let's go check the MAGA store out.
The Ultra MAGA store. You know, everybody's got an idea for MAGA stores, right? These people are good people. Toby and Wayne. Toby Wan Kenobi and Champagne Wayne. That's what I call him. Cheap champagne. Wayne don't have his, he can't buy the expensive stuff. He's brute. This is a grill, custom grill I picked up. When we first started doing the rallies and stuff, I would open up for Trump's rally. I would show it on the big screen up there. We'd have the doors open for people. I never charged anybody anything because, you know, I really wanted I wanted Trump to win so bad, and I was able to do it and help him out. Boy, the world changes fast, doesn't it? But this grill right here is 8 burners, so we crank up hot dogs, hamburgers. You might have had one last night. The Ultra MAGA store. Did you get this? Did you get the Ultra MAGA store?
The Ultra MAGA store.
Yeah. It's my friends from the Ultra MAGA store, Toby Wan Kenobi and Champagne Wayne, ran this Trump thing. They did the Trump shirts. They went on the street. It's a little bit of a side hustle type of thing. You know, they're two people like most Americans fighting hard for, you know, taking care of their kids and paying for schools and paying for all the bills and everything else that's going on before this nightmare. And they were hit by a fire at the house, and all of their product was destroyed, and the machines that they had were destroyed. And, you know, I went down the corner and I was like, where's I want to get a Trump hat. I want to get a Trump shirt. And I saw them at my rally, and they told me what happened. I let them put a table up, and, you know, at every rally, and I helped them with some materials and stuff, and I'm helping them get on their feet. Hey, let's see how they're doing, right? They're not here today, but they will be here a little bit later. During the day, they run all kinds of Ubers and drop-offs and things like that. Then they come in at night and they do because, you know, AOC said you got to have 2 or 3 jobs, Americans. That's how we make it.
Yeah.
That's why we're unemployed. These will be cut down to create more flags for hanging on the back of a car and all that kind of stuff. This, we crushed it the other day. $2 hot dogs. We had a blast.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't know if you guys were there for that. Did you have that? Oh, that was great. I want to buy a real hot dog thing, but they're like $2,000. And
yeah.
Right now, it's just not in the cards.
Right.
But it's on the way. What's over here? My body, my child, my rights. All right. That's a nice one. Sweatshirt they're working on. They do crazy things. What's that?
Civilly disobedient.
All right. Sweatshirts and stuff, right? Hats and gloves. Come on into the Ultra MAGA store. This is it. It's a tiny slice of heaven within the MAGA media campus. And, you know, later you guys come in here. If we can find something that you might like to add to your collection, I will make sure we can do that and give you the friends and family discount, you know. Just keep adding up the charges, you know, $5 shower, plus $2 for a towel. Oh, he had his own towel. That was good. My man Sean has his own towel. Hey, Ponytail Mike, 35 years he's been with Corporate Transfer, and he hangs out with Joe the Box.
35 years.
35 years, my brother.
Wow.
Right? Did you ever hang out in my van? No, you didn't. You missed the van part. What's going on?
Use the microwave to heat up their feet.
They do?
Yeah.
They like this country? Do you like this country? Yes, you can use my microwave. Where is it, Mikey?
Right over here.
All right.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
And they're moving men.
Yes, like that.
All right. I know what a moving man is when I see one. So come on with me, Maggot Store. All right. We're going to come through here. So we have some friendly competitors. We have one of our big clients had some product in here. They wanted to get rid of it years ago, but the pandemic kind of held that back. Because what I've done for years, I've done decommissioning. Okay, we go into a big city job and we pull out all of the furniture off the floor, and then we discard it because most of it becomes old, right? So that's why you see all the furniture that I have. Here's a beautiful example right here. This is a C unit from way back when. And if you look at the design of this is old school financial furniture. And I've done so much work in the financial industry because they can't own, financial companies cannot own property. So they do a lease. And every 10 years, the lease has to be expired. Every 10 years, when you go into a Smith Barney, at the time was my account, if you go into a Smith Barney account, the space was magnificent. It was first class. They wanted to impress their investors. They came in. 10 years later, that stuff's old. That stuff's old. We need new stuff, new space, new everything. With 1,000 different branches, that's 100 branches moving a year. Get it? Joe the Box.
Got it.
Ah, I love it. My father taught me everything when it comes to the business. My mom taught me my belief. Oh, my goodness. You're going to walk right by my Corvette and not ask me about my 1980 Corvette? Were you going to walk by? Were you going to walk right by it? Not even
I was
talk
on
about
it.
I didn't think so. I was not going to let you walk by without. I almost stubbed my toe on it. I was driving it the other day. I don't like to take it out too often, but it was a beautiful day. I'm driving home and proud of everything. You know, I got my arm out the window and I'm like, I love this country. I love Donald Trump. I love my America First warehouse. And, you know how I feel about Mickey Wickoff and J6ers and Ashley Babbitt. I made that quite clear. So I put it on the back of the car. So I'm cruising into a merge. And what's the rule on a merge? Anybody know the rule on merge? 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, right? You don't merge in two cars into one because I'm an old guy and you're going to push me around. You don't merge in because this guy would not let me in. I said, it's the 1-1 rule. What's the matter with you? I mean, and I was right up to the inches and I was like, I wish I had my van. I would have drove right into the side of the guy. The guy was driving a Lexus.
Right.
Piece of garbage. You know why? He didn't like what I feel. Yeah. He was coming up behind me. He saw Ashley. He saw the president. He saw my flag. And he's one of them. Yeah. One of them disgusting people. Whew. Lord, give me the same. Thank you. Joe the Box. Nelson's an artist. He painted it, for me. And yeah, I also gave him this. It's a little dirty. I'll have my boys wash it down. I had it outside during the event because I like to leave it parked outside. It's America First, right? My boys even said, hey, Dad, you shouldn't do that to that beautiful car. Well, I did. That's my friend Steve Trade Show. That's his bike. Part of the perks. Everybody got a bike. This is a pretty good indication of some of the work that I do, warehousing. This is a Home Depot or a Lowe's account where we take in the windows and we fulfill their orders. Their carpenters come in those guys today that you just saw is another moving company because there's another account going out. Pandemic's over, baby! Don't get scared. It's dark in here. But I'm going to turn a light on in a second. Don't get scared. I'm worried about you getting scared. All right. Storage. It's a great business. This is part of the vaccine, the rest of the vaccine. What's left of it? The pandemic's over. Does everybody know that the pandemic is over? Was there really a pandemic? Was it really an insurrection? Was Trump really involved with Russia?
No,
wow.
None of it.
Wow. And you're okay with it? Are you okay with it? You're not okay with it. You're not okay with it. You know why? I know your followers aren't okay with it because we know the truth. Right. We're not going to listen to that freaking fake news media's Fox News, MSNBC, shitty, Clinton News Network. Why would anybody waste 1 second listening to them morons?
Right.
Did you see Hillary Clinton on the other day? Gleefully boasting how Donald Trump's finally getting caught up with all the crimes that he did. And then one mistake that Trump did, and he said it in the when he first ran, you should be in jail. That's who should be in jail.
That's right.
Oh, yeah? You don't like what I'm saying? That Hillary Clinton is a thief, a traitor to this country? That her 33,000 emails don't mean anything? That 1,800 boxes in Joe Biden's Delaware office when he was only the vice president screwing us?
Yeah, that's okay.
Joe Biden, I'm working my way up to the top. 2 or 3 houses on the water. You know what I got to do to get a house on the water? I got to be the first one in, the last one out. I got to work every day. I got to go on the weekends. And that's what I did. I ran jobs all weekend long. I would say to my wife, don't worry, honey, I'll be home. I'd get home at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Would you like something to eat, babe? What a great woman. All right, come on, I'll give you a little peek over here. I didn't turn the lights on over here, but as the place grew up and grew into the wilderness, always had a flag hanging. It's funny, this flag, we got it on a job, right? Not only the decommissions with office moving, but we would do a lot of work with household goods. Hence Joe the Box and Johnny Blanket. The household moving would go on, and one of the jobs, we would clear out estates, we would clear out homes, for houses. I don't know how we got it. We got a lot of work. And I got this flag on. It had the guy, everything about him. We reached out to him for the family and stuff. And I don't know where the information is. They didn't want nothing to do with him. Broke my heart. But I hung his flag up. Follow me, boys. Hold on.
Follow me.
What's going on? You all right? Yeah, this is part of the big drops. Once upon a time, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is part of the theater that went out of business, right? Where I got the Macy's stuff. But really, what it is, it's just hiding all the supplies. I have about 800 hospital beds stacked in behind here and there and there and there and there and there for the hospital build-outs, because the pandemic was so deadly and so incredibly, horrifying that we built out 4 hospitals, and not one hospital had one patient in it.
That's something.
No, it's the truth. Each hospital has 60 to 80 patient possibilities to go in and out of there to prepare for the pandemic that was coming. Liars. Amazing. All right, I just got to shut some lights off because electricity's 3 times what it was when Trump was in.
Yeah.
What a joke. Yo, what's that?
Battery.
That is a battery charger if I heard right. Okay, guys. Come on down the steps. Watch your step. Don't film and walk and chew at the same time. That's a lot happening. Every time we took a building over, right? The pandemic came in so fast. I don't know, a couple thousand trailers. Maybe not that much. Maybe over, but definitely over 1,000. It had to be more. I'd have to go back and think about it. But as it kept going over, the buildings and the businesses went out of business. Each office that went out of business, I took it. And I filled it up within minutes. And I always had to come up with a creative name like 007, 9013th Avenue, Unit 007. Unit number Fantastic 4, right? We passed number 4. That's the event center. The next space I have on this line is number 9. Now I skipped, we do have 6, but I couldn't think of anything for 6. Anybody got any ideas for the number 6? Is there any significance?
No.
I mean, if you put 3 of them together, it's the devil.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. Okay, don't look at these moving men. They're not my moving men. This is not my moving men. These guys are supporting a big company, friends of mine. Stiefel Financial is donating hundreds and hundreds of thousands of used furniture to good causes. So this good cause, green, whatever, is coming in, and this is who they use. They don't use me. I'm America only. First. Watch your step. It's a big one. Come on in. Let it shut. Don't worry about it. Did you adjust?
Good job.
Did you adjust? You can see me?
Yeah.
Corporate transfer and storage. I found a kid that was working for me. He had great artistic talent. He could do street art, which I really liked. So he painted street art, CTS, corporate transfer and storage on the wall. And I loved it, you know. The landlord said, "What are you doing? This is my building." Before I leave, I'll paint it white. This is basically where the pandemic started for me. I took this building up. We built up the racks. We built up and stored medical equipment in here for Long Island. I still do it. I love the ability to help people. And I also like getting paid when I do that. I was around the clock. Me and my guys, I brought guys in. And so many people said, "Joe, can I pay? Can you work off the books?" I said, "No. Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. It's like them knocking on my door over here. Can I get help? Can I get help?" I said, "First speak English. Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to do? You need to use the bathroom? You're hungry? Or you need a job?" No. Farms out east. Just going to walk around the warehouse over here. I want to see how far we've gotten. This is all part of decommission. These are all big whiteboards and stuff that they saved.
Oh, nice.
You know, each office had a door to open up, whiteboard pulled down, and when you were doing projections. So, you know, they held us in the warehouse because eventually they would use them, but they never did because technology changed. Right? So that's, they held it. They're not holding it no more because no business is wasting anymore. I run a business. I'm not wasting either. I cut everything. I even went into my insurances. I had to cut them. I cut all my value of insurance down tremendously, but I'm still paying more for insurance. WTF is the matter with this country? Comfortable recliners, so when you get the shot, hey, you're comfortable. This is a conference table down here. More of these wonderful pieces. Brand new gowns that they're going to find a spot for them. Every hospital needs product. I don't care. They'll find it. Oh, here's the shot of the beds.
There they are.
You know, because you're going to need a bed for the COVID that's coming. Oh, you know what you're going to need now? How about 1,000 beds for the illegals that are coming in down the block on Stony Brook on Long Island? How about the couple thousand that they need over? Maybe the health system, maybe they should use them.
All right.
You don't have to pay me storage. I store everything. Everything, anything. I rack it. The higher I go, that's what storage is, and that's what I've done, and I'm good at it. There's nobody better than corporate transfer. Nobody. Wow, look how deep this was. This place was mobbed. See, and I built the rack. We did a little bit of study on that because I did go to school and figured out physics and kind of things and understanding that I'm not going to be able to drive under here with my forklift if I don't have it high enough.
Right.
With an 18-foot ceiling, I want to take advantage of whatever I can. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 high. I want to stack. The ground floor cost $1.70 in New York.
$1.70.
Yeah, a foot. $1.70 a foot.
Gotcha.
That's for the ground floor. So what I like to do is give them a great discount, $1.50 a foot. They go, "Oh, Joe, you're the best. You're going to save me money." And they come in with their product, and I stack it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does anybody understand how that works? That's 4 times $1.50. Now I'm $6 a foot. Boom!
Right.
Welcome to the storage business. You got to get it, though. If you don't have the business, you got nothing. Let's go to the door. I'm going to prepare the door, and I'm going to bring you in to number 9.
Gotcha.
All right. Hey, what's going on? You know something? Everybody needs a space, right? This is my little private space, and it's something that I had going on for myself in 1980, 1979. You know, I went to college and stuff, and, you know, anybody have the black lights in their room? Of course they did. I did. You know what I mean? And black light room, lit it up, made it real nice. So I built this little black light room to hang out in. And I did some hanging out in here for a while. No more. I'm on Freedom Corner more than anything these days. But this is a way back warehouse. And if you can see this over here, the kid that I found that did the artwork, you can find him too. What's his name? Aaron. I wish I could remember his name, because if you wanted to look at him, you know, with his Facebook and all that stuff. Aaron. But Aaron, this is where it started. I saw Aaron had an ability to do art. And I had Jesus on the wall, and we were sitting in here, because outside in the warehouse, we're building these tables for the machines, the legs with the wheels to hold the ventilators, to hold the defibrillator, to hold the IV poles, the overbed tables. We're running around the clock for the pandemic. I mean, I didn't stop for years, right? What is it, 3 years have been going? Now I see a little bit, you know, a lot of relief. It's over. Once he slipped and told it was over about 6 months ago, it was over. Now all of a sudden, they got no more money. They don't want to do this. They can't spend there, Joe the Box. You're out. You're out, Joe the Box. I don't care that you worked around the clock. We paid you for it. Hey, it's the American way. But I'm all right with it. I'm not going to cry about it and say, oh, give me money. Trump gave me money. Trump gave me PPE money. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Did he buy my vote? No. He saved millions of businesses. Anyway, let me stay back to why I brought you into this room, this creative, this black light room that I love. So, my friend Aaron, I said, can you paint some, you know, blow this up a little bit of Jesus? And he said, sure. So he sprayed, cut, another, and sprayed, and cut, and circled, and cut, and spray painted, because he's a street artist, right? So we sat back here and we said, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Can you build the mount that Christ was crucified on? Can you build that for me? Put the sinners on both sides and create the cracks of hell. Because that's what it is. Cracks of hell are opened. And most of us, all of us, I believe, are going there to hell, right? Gonna get us. Wants to get us. Wants us to eat babies, pull out our genitals in front of kids. They wanna kill whole groups of people. They want to start wars and kill more people. They want your money. They want your control. They're lying to us. Lying. I can't take the lies no more. So, the good news is we can be saved, right? And it all comes true here with the power of the Holy Spirit that can pull you from hell and pain of this life and raise you up, right? Because we know that God created this earth, right? Creation. So every step of the way, Aaron, I gave him my idea. He showed me pictures, and we built the circle. And we built the truth on a 4 by 8 by 8 piece of wall. What's the matter with everybody? This is the message. This is the truth, okay? What I do get a kick out of is this white chair, and I'm not going to really do it, but if I had a volunteer to sit right here for a second, Sean,
looking at me.
could you sit here for 1 second? I already told you this man is an angel, right?
Like a little kid.
Don't let these horns fool you. Stay right there. Let me come over here. Yeah, those are not his horns. He is an angel. You did great. Come on up, my friend. I like this guy a lot. I love this guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he really is. You saw that, David. So that's the circle. Anyway, when I was, because I like to feel maybe I might got a little art skills, but my brother Johnny straightened me out. Johnny Blankets, he's always got me covered. He says, Joey, I said, Johnny, I got 2 bathroom signs I painted right on the door, hand painted it on there. Boys rock and girls rule. And I used to do these drawings on my notebook in high school. And that's where I got the idea, how kind of things evolved. So I tried to make it so lit up with the lights and stuff. And I said to my brother, what color do you think we need to finish this off and make it really good? And he said, black. Black, Joe. Black. He does love me. I know that. My buddy Nelson, the artist over here, did Yes Songs, the cover of Yes Songs for me. Let's move this out of the way. We're working on the ceiling still. We got a couple of pieces we had to finish. Because the fire department came in, they said, no, you can't put posters on the ceiling. You can't put your posters on the ceiling. Every poster I have, was reminded me of 1978, that one over there in the corner is a good one if you want to grab that one. That's the Aries sign or whatever it is. The sign of love. Love. Look how my buddy got the bricks. So when you come down the bricks and come to the left a little bit here, step back a little bit. Now this is all Aaron's work. Over here, stay right there. The pot leaf, okay? That's cool, right? Mm-hmm. The pot leaf is actually fabric. And somebody had painted this on fabric, okay? And fell off the truck, right? Fell off the truck. My brother spent the time in here cutting it out, and we put it on the black background, and it's pretty credible, right? So while we were doing the pot leaf, I did a couple slam dunks. Boom! Trump 2024. That's just Trump 2020. Lit it up. My Jimi Hendrix poster. Everybody had one of them when you hung out with me. This is Yes Songs again. And what I did with this one was originally, because I was able to see the guy's work. This is a glass door. It was like a reception at the when I first took it as a reception center. I ripped out all of the offices. I don't need offices. I need storage. So once in a while, I would take a peek and say, "You guys working out there?" They were always working. I'm going to tell you what. I got some. Oh, this has got to be rehooked. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll get them to fix that. We'll call in the carpenters. This is another piece my brother got for me. It was another fabric piece because it's all fabric, and we cut it out and he stapled it in. He painted the feet on there, my brother, because he likes that kind of stuff. Oh, this was hilarious too. Let's see how this works out. Whoa, watch your head.
There's the UFOs there.
Yes, you think I was kidding? They're really there. There are UFOs. We got one here in unit number 9. We've been holding them here for proof, okay? And he's a real nice guy, as you can see. You know what I mean? And he wants to shake your hand every time you come in and out. Isn't that great? He's a friendly guy. That I know for a fact. Now, he usually has a hook over here, but we had surgically removed that. The hook was here to catch the string that fell from the ceiling and would land on the alien's nose. It was the ring toss.
Yeah.
Anybody remember that?
Oh, yeah.
When the fire department made me redo the ceiling, I didn't put the ring toss back up. And I had him in the other warehouse for a while, but he really belongs in here, don't you think?
Yeah, he definitely belongs in here.
Badass or what?
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, the alien. They do exist. All right, come on, kids. Building number 9. It's on the way out. Watch your step. We will be giving this building back to the landlord. If you're watching. You okay, my friend? Oh, your shoelace. Oh! Put that parked there. Fix your shoelace. I'll hold this for you. All right. Fix your shoelace. Put your foot up here on the step so you can get to it.
Sit you down for a minute. Good? All right.
All right.
We're on a tour of the facility and showing us how he got to where he's at.
Well, that's only one of the 4 buildings. I had, it was amazing. I had put my signs up on every building. I got this one over here, number 2, with the tall door. I kept that one. I got some friends in there. They do wrap. They do wraps like my truck.
Nice.
And my van, and they can do anything. They can do any cut you want. You give them the PDF, and they'll put it on your car. They'll wrap your car. They'll wrap your truck. They do custom work, light things up. They're a great company. And the guy's clean as a whistle. But here's another example, because he was looking for space, couldn't get space. They knew that the pandemic was over for me, and I still have to pay for all these empty warehouses, you know, which is not easy to swallow. You know, so I got to give them back, or I got to sublease them. And you don't want to sublease them because I'm not a landlord. I don't want to collect somebody's rent.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't mind if I'm going to rent it and it costs me $1.50. I'm going to stack you up 3 high so I can make my $6. Get it? We went through that exercise.
Yep.
There's a couple of trucks down here. Take a look. Just right where you are. Stay there. There's this is 90. This is 33. You got 1 Comac loop, and I had 200 13th Avenue. I got everything out of 200. It's happening. I'm going to be fine, you know? I am going to be fine, and I want you to tell you that the country's going to be fine, too. I feel such despair. I feel such depression. I see it in people. Then I see the morons that think it's great. You know any of them? I saw a couple on Freedom Corner across the street.
There's a few of them running around down there.
What's the matter with these people? All right, here's what's going to happen, so you know. It is now 12 o'clock. I'm going to walk back into number 4. I got to spend some time in there, look at the business, look at the event. Today's going to be a great event. We'll be live streaming all day on these 2 channels for sure. We're going to do some all kinds of great stuff. You know it, okay? But I am going to take a break from the live stream. If you're cool, we can walk me in. And as a matter of fact, let's do a little more explanation on the don't kill it yet. How you doing? You doing good?
Doing good.
Why don't we go in there and I'll give you a couple of scenarios on what I built in here, my wife and I, and my team. And why, you know, I tried to cover everything America first. Every single piece of artwork, every single piece of literature, what I'm hanging, what I'm showing, what I'm sharing. It's so simple for us, American citizens. I don't care. I don't want to sound callous and cold, but I don't care about any other country right now.
We got to think about ourselves first.
I don't want my money going to somebody else that don't care if I'm dead or alive.
Exactly.
Hold on, I got to fix my shoe. Okay. Event space, no entry without an appointment or event ticket.
Joe's my ticket.
Yeah. You guys got VIP. Which we're going to hang your stuff all over. You'll see. Come on in. Let's shut that door behind you. Let that go. I'm going to plug in over here one of these lights. I got to start getting ready. I'm going to plug in this fan because the air conditioner is on, but it's nice that it gets pushed around, you know? You need to push the air around Come on over here. Let's turn this light on. This is my Stop the Steal. The Macy's thing, right? Remember the Macy's thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Macy's store windows are worldwide famous, right? So I said, let me do something with me, because I had these racks and, we were building a warehouse out. So I said, let's make a Macy's window. Of course, all my supplies are underneath, so you need to be able to get supplies. I stack it under there because I don't like to see loose ends. So I made Stop the Steal. We had some lighting behind it and some key issues in here. One of them is, again, the vote count, like New York State election. This is provable, factual. I said 338,356, because they count, every vote counts, right? Where do you think we get the 6 from? Every vote counts. So here we have it in New York State in 2020 election, governor election. I think it was the governor election because that's where I was following Andrew. 338,000 more votes than voters.
Wow.
You want to quit, right? We're not going to quit. But
Nope.
They destroyed us for many ways. The lies that they continue. How about this lie? This is called obvious. Okay? Don't let your eyes fool you.
Right.
Don't believe what somebody says. I mean, sometimes you can't believe what your eyes say either, but here's what my eyes say. That Donald Trump will pack an airplane hangar like nobody else. I would like to go to the next crooked Joe Bribin rally. All right? Because I would like to stand there and I'd like to count the people that are there. And also, I'd like to see their faces without an Antifa mask on. How about that one?
Right.
Or a regular mask, you moron. That's just what it is. It's just stupid. Here, can you zoom in on this one over here? I mean, this is Joe Biden's campaign, a bunch of circles. No time on the news media did they cover the garbage and the lies. This was on Eric Swalwell. Remember Swalwell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Media coverage of Chinese spy Eric Swalwell during the whole election process. 0 from MSNBC, 3 from the Clinton News Network, 0 from the ABC, NBC, CBS, mainstream media. As a kid, I used to watch, right? You believed them. They sounded like they were righteous. They spoke very well. This is us puppets, right? Ballot box, sponsored by Zuckerbucks. Piece of shit. My main man, Rudy Giuliani, I love that man. And they are doing, him and Donald Trump, the most persecuted men on the planet. They'll go down in history as the greatest heroes and patriots of the America First movement. Stop the steal. 2,000 mules. Oh, let's see how that works. On January 6th in the Capitol, you were able to track everybody that was in and out of the Capitol, every person, every phone, because you have that technology. And you used it against the J6s.
Yep.
You told us where we were, who we spoke to, and you even looked at our personal pages. Fact, right?
Yep.
Okay. 2,000 mules is a fact. Because the same information that the government was able to track every phone in the Capitol is the same information, the same thing that they paid for. These people that produced 2,000, they paid for those numbers. They paid for that information because they had every right to do it. Because you can't lie to the American people. You can't hide to the American people. We're not a communist country like you want us to be.
Right.
So 2,000 mules comes out, and don't they find that one guy stuffed 100 ballots in this area, same phone, 100 in that area, same phone, stops 50 times a night for 60 nights in a row. He gets paid his money. He's a happy mule. He's not concerned about world peace.
Nope.
He's not concerned about paying his electric bill. Well, maybe he is. That's why he's doing it. Is that what it is? Nah. They're getting paid to be devils. Yeah, these mules, you know who they work for. Not the American people. They work for the devil. All right, step back a little bit. Oh, my God, my sign's coming down. Emergency, get up there and fix that. The walls are coming down. Every piece of material that's on the walls are connected with fireproof wood. I had to buy the wood. Fire department wanted everything right. So I had to buy the wood strips behind it, all fire retardant. Then I spent thousands of dollars on fire retardant spray because we want to slow the fire and slow the spread. So that's a law. That's a requirement. And I'm a person that doesn't like to break the law. I don't like to break the law. I wouldn't have smashed anybody's windows. If I was let in, I might have came through. Oh, here's a good one up here. Move on to there's two more Macy's windows, actually 3 Macy's windows, but this I always get a good laugh at it. Can you see Joe Biden falling off his bike?
Yeah.
You can. You can see Joe Biden, and behind is Donald Trump riding by on his Harley. Donald Trump practically saved Harley, didn't he? This right here, this eagle, is made out of a chunk of wood.
Really?
Yes. This eagle was given to me by a friend of mine. He was married for 36 years, and his wife for 36 years hated that eagle. It was in his foyer. There's a little more to the story. I don't really remember, but it's funny as hell.
I would love to have a big old giant eagle like that.
Well, take it with you. Put it in the back of your truck. These are American Patriots. Look at this one. I like that picture with Jesus over, right?
That's a good one.
I found that when I put it up there. Here's one of Donald Trump's sayings, because I love what Donald Trump has to say. No evil force on earth can match the noble power and righteous glory of the American warrior, Donald J. Trump. I should put hashtag for Ashley on the bottom of that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Thanks for reminding me. This one I liked a lot too. Look how the flag is coming out of his mouth, because everything Donald Trump says is America first. And I'm so happy he's a J6er. I am.
I am too.
Up here, you can't see it. I gotta light it up. The lights are gonna be changed once people come in. This is a table I had. Who killed Ashley Babbitt? There's a little coffee table up there. Who killed Ashley Babbitt? And for how long were we kept in the dark? For how many days and weeks and months did they lie to us about Ashley Babbitt? Anybody know? Long time. I didn't know who it was. Now I know who it is. It's Michael Byrd. Michael Byrd, a complete loser. A guy that should have never had the job. A guy that left his loaded gun in the bathroom a few months before. A guy that didn't follow protocol unless he was directed to. And you know what he was directed to? Shoot the first person that comes through that door. You shoot the first person that comes through that bullshit Hollywood created shot. The furniture stacked in the back, I'm a moving man. That furniture's not going to stop that door from opening. It was staged and set up by Nancy Pelosi.
They picked the weakest man to stand there right by the door. Man,
oh, no, they protected that man. They told him, listen, you moron, we're going to set you up for life.
He wasn't strong enough to make a decision a man should make. He did what he was told instead of...
Brother Love, he is the devil. He is as guilty as everyone. He is so guilty of murder and treason. Yep. And I'm going to tell you what. When I become the president, he's going to be hung. You don't want me to be president. This is a good one, too. I started building out. This is the 13 warriors that died on Afghanistan, right? I say her name, Ashley Babbitt, right? There's 13 soldiers up there. I put their name. I put their rank. I put their respect for them. Unlike this moron. That's right. Joe Biden. Uh-oh. This is too good. I got to show you this one. You know what he's doing, right? Checking his watch.
His watch, yeah.
A jackass.
Right.
Fix this corner. By the time Trump comes here, I'll have this cleaned up. Follow me.
Oh, shit.
Hey, guys, what's going on? How was breakfast? Good?
Live.
All right.
What's up?
What's up, Gary?
He's running. I'm giving him the tour of the warehouse. So give me about 10 more minutes, and then we can hang. All right? Hey, look what I did over here. I like this one, too. I did my own touch to it. It's the Donald Trump's seal. It's the presidential seal. And I believe that I just made the change. Put Trump on it. Badass, right? I had the Trump mobile parked here. I said, you park right there during my car show.
Right.
I got a perfect spot for you. This guy, he catches what we're doing online, and he drives up from Carolina, 9 hours, to hang out with us.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty good. This you've seen before. I had both you gentlemen on here. This is the portable podcast table that I will take anywhere and everywhere I have to. Put it in the back of the truck, let it rock and roll. Let me turn some lights on.
Hey, guys, put that on my wish list.
What's that, buddy?
One of those tables.
It's yours. Take it home with you.
It's yours. Take it home.
It's true. Hoi! I got to plug in Scotty. It's another piece of Scotty's. Scotty Lebedo, the relentless patriot. All right, since you're focused over here, let's stay focused over here. This is my brother Johnny Boy. He created the recreation of the coronavirus. And you can see how it just seeps through on Chinese spy balloons that come up. But Donald Trump used Space Force, and he knew what they were doing. Listen, you don't have to be an idiot, okay? Here's another one of their great lies, right? And they killed millions of people with it. The coronavirus came out of a lab in Wuhan called the Wuhan Coronavirus Laboratory. Called it, okay? So when they said it came from China, it came from Wuhan, but it didn't come from their lab, because we're going to believe that. It came from a bat banging another monkey or something like that, and then somebody else breathing the monkey fur in. That, Dr. Fauci told us. What are we, stupid people?
That's what they think.
Are we stupid?
No, we're not.
I'm going to tell you what. I drove to Pennsylvania. If you ever been to Pennsylvania, in the western side of the state, every time I drive through, I go, it's a heavenly, delicious smell of chocolate. It's so invigorating. I can taste the chocolate on my tongue. And every time I drive through that place in the country, I don't know what it is. Where do you think it's coming from? Was it a shovel that hit a coconut tree? It's the Hershey's Chocolate Factory, just like the Wuhan coronavirus lab. And I took that from a liberal, Jon Stewart. Oh, look at this up here. America First Warehouse produces America First comedy through thatshowtonight.com. You go online, you subscribe. I'm not crazy about the subscription thing. I mean, you could subscribe on my website. It's free. But they have a great platform, and I think something big's going to happen to it. You can't find comedy on any shows. They're all a bunch of losers, not even funny. So this show is not for communists. And it's funny. They did a skit. Jim Brewer was a special guest. They have people coming in. We do the show every week, every month. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night, you can watch it on the subscription. Saturday night. What happens is we film it Friday night. So Friday night live at the warehouse, you come down and see it. You'll see if you guys are around. I don't mind. If you're around, you can live stream it. God bless you, my friend.
He's a good man.
He's a good man. Oh, another one up here with Trump. Without passion, you don't have energy. You have nothing. Nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion.
That's right.
This guy is amazing. I did update, you can't really see it, but behind the popcorn machine, which fell off the truck, is the current Joe Biden gas prices. This is pretty crazy. I mean, you think I'm kidding. Things fall off the truck. They really do. I couldn't get any work done during the pandemic because everything was shut down. You couldn't really get supplies. So I built this bar for myself. We found it. But this is the highlight of it. And this is actually a telephone sale counter, like a point of sale counter that you find in Apple. My friends at Cablevision, they're selling phones. They had this design. It didn't work. They got rid of it. Fell off the truck. This is an interesting one that my wife helped me out with. Come on over here, Sean. Fiery, mostly peaceful protest. Another piece that fell off of the at the Broad Hollow Theater. And fake news CNN. Remember when they said, so my wife did this piece. I really like it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
There's my Corvette in the beginning. I had no carpeting. Now I put carpeting in as it changed. This is what leadership looks like to me. So I had got got this, made this sign. You know, Trump's my president, wanted for a second term. General Flynn, I love. Ivanka, what a rock star she is, huh? And boy, they tear her up. They tear her up. They tear up everybody. Scotty Lebedo. I did a nice 30-second with this one. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country, right?
Right.
Who do you think did this? No man, no president, no person in history was able to create peace in the Middle East. Amazing, right?
Right.
He did it. All right, let me plug this in because I think this is quite a sight. What am I missing here? Am I missing, Joe? What are you missing, Joe? Here we go. I found it. This table, I'll move the, come on. All right. I got to adjust the lights a little bit because I think you're getting a glare. But this table is a, I use the black light approach because, you know, I like black lights and that effect that it has. So I wanted to create some type of scene underneath the bar table and educate the people. The top of the table is every battle, the major battles that were fought during the 1776 revolution, our country fighting against tyranny, right? The taxation and the killing that they, you know, what they've done to us. I mean, it's no real difference, you know, what they did back in 1776. And these people just want to be the king here. They want to be here. They want to stay in their 5 or 6 homes on the water that you're not allowed to buy because the ocean's going to get corroded, right? Going to disappear. This is the Boston Tea Party. And, you know, you want to find these little ships. I went online. I bought them online. You know, I didn't care. The table moved around a little bit. Some of the barrels rolled around, but, you know, it's what it is. And over here is another piece of history on this side. And this I wanted to people to understand Bunker Hill, right? Everybody remembers the Battle of Bunker Hill. Mm-hmm. And everybody feels that, you know, we got beat on Bunker Hill. There's no doubt about it. But we destroyed them too. And we really we gave them a gut punch that rocked their world. And it was just basic maneuver and basic common sense, but nobody really understood it. We were on top. We had the hill. They had twice as many men, twice as many and they come marching in. I don't know who thought of that one. We're going to march up that hill. Well, they took hit after hit after hit after hit. The British Army was rocked. Militia wound up running and getting away, but they destroyed us. We did lose on Bunker Hill. I don't think they consider that a winning battle. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody smarter than me. All right, let's just do a little bit of circle, complete 180.
They're saying thank you so much for the tour.
Oh, no problem at all. These are, Nelson is the painter. You know, I gave him the space, and he says, Joe, how can I ever repay you? I said, paint these chairs red, white, and blue. This is one of the first tables I did, and it was a big 4x4 of Trump on the wall. I liked it so much, I made Superman table. Oh, you're crazy. Well, Johnson & Johnson said I was crazy. This fell off the truck. This is the, of course, the board of directors table, you know. This is a nice little table I made too, which goes around these round couches that I have in storage right now. I'll swap out the warehouse. I'll make it anything. We had Terrence Williams. You can see up there in the top corner. Terrence Williams had 500 people in here. He loved the America First Warehouse. He's hilarious. He did a show here. He'll come back again. But this table is, again, the seal, and we have the cameras going ready for J6 tonight. Where we can do filming from any one of the stages. This is the main stage. We're going to probably continue that, you know, tonight. And the rest of it's going to be lit up. You've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I built it all out. The drop from the Broad Hollow Theater. We put flags, and if you have a flag that you'd like me to hang, I will find a spot for it if it represents America first. Bombs bursting in air table. I could light it up. Should I light it up?
Real quick.
All right. 2 more tables. We'll light it up.
In the garage next to some classified documents.
All righty.
Well, they're still in line.
The bomb's bursting in air. It's one of my favorite tables. Oh, here it is. Here it is. We got it now. We got it. We got it. We got the bombs going off right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, I tamed down the bombs. It's an active war zone pretty much going on down there. And I used a lot of my G.I. Joe collection that I had as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, what am I holding that for? And now I figured it out. So I got my big tank over there, and you got big G.I. Joe riding that down. You got some motorcycles, you got some trains, you got supply chains. You got basically everything that Joe Bribin gave to the Afghanistans in the model down here. $84 billion worth of our stuff.
Nice.
Here's one of the crazy things about it, and I'm very upset with the military. Come on around this side. Come on over here, just underneath on the bombs bursting in air. Because this is an important thing I want you to know. This was the first woman Marine that transgendered. What she transgendered into was a badass woman killing machine, right? But she still maintained a woman to transgender because you can't transgender. Once you're a woman, you're always a woman. All right? But you could be a badass Marine woman. There's a lot of them. You know who else was a badass military? Ashley Babbitt. ForAshley.com. She served 12 years for this country.
That's right.
She loved this country, man. I saw a picture of her with the flag on her back. I couldn't believe it. And when she didn't get what she deserves, January 6th should be Ashley Babbitt Day. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. All right. All the furniture you see was in here at one time. Oh, the last table we have. Come on around this side. And I'm going to test you. All right? I'm going to test you, David Valentine. And if you look underneath this table over here, my wife is the classy one. This is our table.
I've got a couple of these documents at home.
Oh, then you should have no problem with them. They're the 3 founding father documents that made this country what it is, that they're lying about and stuff. Do you know what those documents are?
Oh, I know the Declaration of Independence, Constitution. I don't know what the third
The Bill
one
of
is.
Rights.
Bill
You're
of
right
Rights,
there,
you're
brother. Love.
absolutely right.
The Bill of Rights, the inalienable rights that God gave all of us, right? And we just, oh my God, it's very upsetting. We're going to take it back.
I've got one that had it was the 10
Amendments?
Yeah, the 10 amendments, but there was one that was started out with 13, and then they took some off.
Sounds like a little deep for me, brother.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a moving man.
I've
I
got
pick
one.
them up and I put it down. This flag has 48 stars. Hey, Johnny Blankets. This is our stage where everybody's going to be in. We're going to do a little round table thing tonight. I got to get a table up there.
Yeah.
And we'll use the cameras and we'll share. You guys will get great seats. I don't want any glare on the cameras. I want it to be clear. This is Sunday. I'm going to Staten Island. I'm going to help out Scotty Lebedo. He's going to unveil a new one of these giant signs that he makes.
Nice.
He made a big T. They burnt it down, a big T for Trump. They burnt it down in Staten Island. They beat him up, man. They got pictures of him bleeding. The most relentless patriot you ever want to meet, Scott Lebedo. He's going to be a big part of my place. Freedom Express Media. I got to get one more printed up. This is my table. This is a nice table. This one is my Abe Lincoln table, right?
Yeah.
Trump always talks about him. Might get the glare and stuff, but the idea. This area right here is Crystal, our pastor that does prayer group on Thursdays, has said that this area is holy ground. She comes here every Thursday. She'll be here tonight too. And she's going to pray for pain, people in pain, right? She's amazing. It's all from everything I do.
Yeah, it's amazing in here.
Everything I do.
So
Christ to conquer the nations. All right, come on, stay with me. Oh, look at this over here. This little table's all set for Ashley donations, all right? I like this one. I can't find them anymore, though. You know, this one I have.
Mhm.
Ashley Babbitt is a hero, and
Oh, yeah, that's I know where that came
Roseanne, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Ohio Navy Mom.
I like that because I like the colors, you know? But these are nice, too, the red, white, and blue, my favorite colors. This is an interesting seat, huh?
Yeah, it
If you
is.
really got to go, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Instead of living in the shoe, you can go in the shoe.
Right, well, yeah, man. There was once an old lady who lived in a shoe. This is our pool table, land of the free, home of the brave. Life takes balls. The America First Warehouse. Oh, this was a nice surprise. Anybody know who she is?
You told me the other day.
It is a she. I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
You think so? Yeah, I hope so. You got to see some of these guys that dress up, these drag queens. I mean, it blows your mind.
I know.
Some of them have TV shows, RuPaul or something like that.
Yeah.
And not that I ever watch it. I ain't got to watch it. You do what you want to do in your own house. I don't care. I don't have to watch it. I change the channel. All right? I'm okay with that. But don't shove it on me. Don't think that my kid wants to see your balls hanging out.
Right.
He doesn't. This is a good one right here. I did this. This is the Founding Fathers, right? And I like to do a, come on over here real quick. I'm going to give you this one. It's good material. Many people, they know, they study. I know the Constitution. I know the history. So I do a little test for everybody, and I give $100 for every founding father that you can name. Right? I can see you're already counting up money right now. Here's the trick. The ones that you get wrong, you give me 100. All right? Let's start it up. Anybody know who this man is? I'm going to give it to you. It's Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson, Adams.
There's 100. Whoa! You said that was Adams? Yeah. You owe me 100. It's Ben Franklin.
That's not Adams?
Look at your $100 bill. Oh, you know why? Because Dave doesn't get a $100 bill too often in his hands.
No, I don't.
So he wouldn't know what Benjamin Franklin looks like.
I'm not even sure about
They call it
check.
Benjis for nothing. This is Johnny Hancock.
That's Hancock?
And what I love about Johnny Hancock is, and I have his thing on my desk, this man was abused by tyranny. They came in, you'll respect this, right? The British came in, they went into Boston, they took his home, they took his business, they took his ships, and they destroyed him as a entrepreneur. He was in business with them. He said, what are you doing? I raised this money for you. I paid these taxes. I let these ships come through. I've been so good to the crown. Why you? They don't care. They want their money because the crown needed it. They spent too much on another war. Wars. Oh, I hate wars. Donald Trump wouldn't have any wars. What a racist he is.
Right.
What a crazy. He's such a crazy. You wouldn't have no wars.
Right.
That just goes how stupid you are. Not you. We're smart.
Yeah.
We're smart people. We're smart people. We understand the truth. We seek the truth, okay? Johnny Hancock. So what happened to him, he said, he turned to John Adams and Samuel Adams down here. We'll have a cold beer with him. And he turned to them. He says, I'm going to help you finance your movement. Johnny Hancock wound up handling the delegation for the Constitution. He wound up running the whole, not running it, but organizing and keeping everybody in check because he was such a great entrepreneur himself. And he signed the Constitution with Johnny Hancock because he wanted the king to know he was the one.
Want him to be able to see.
He wanted to know he was Joe the Box. All right, how much do you owe me so far? I owe you 2. You got 1 or 2, so I owe you 100. Here's your chance. I'll even give you 500 on this guy. Very important to the Constitution, Patrick Henry.
Patrick Henry.
Yeah, Patrick Henry. All right, so we're even. Anybody want to guess? Anybody on the line for $100? Thomas Paine.
Paine. Yep, I would have never got that.
Nope.
Adams?
No. You keep throwing Adams. You know what's going to happen.
Eventually
One time you're going to get him. This guy was in a duel.
Oh.
And did he get killed? Yeah, Aaron Burr shot him, and I think Hamilton died. That's the movie thing. I mean, they turn it into some red, some rainbow-colored whatever. Remember when they yelled at Pence at the Broadmoor Theater, Hamilton? They got up and they said, Mr. Pence, I'm going to tell you, Mr. Pence. Remember that? The actors and actresses. What a bunch of crap. You watch that crap, you are crap. Oh, here you go. Here's an easy 100. Who's that? George Washington.
Yeah, that's.
I know you handle $1. This is Betsy Ross. She paid.
Ross.
Right. Oh, my man over here. I like him because I am the voice of the wilderness. He's ran through the town with the 3 lanterns, right? What did he say? They come by land, they come by sea, right? Paul Revere. Sammy Adams, let's go get a couple of beers, huh? Hey? Yeah. They have their own language up in Boston.
I'm going to get this one right.
Yes, you get this one right for $100. David?
John Adams.
Yeah! Johnny Tobacco. He had a
Tobacco.
he was here for a little bit, but Cara Casanova came in and really rocked it last night on J6,
Yes,
right?
She did. Absolutely.
She had the right questions. She said the right things. I mean, she's just amazing.
Yep. All right.
This is my little crime. We're going to go into my office, and then I'm going to cut yours off, all right?
Okay.
This is my stuff. Everybody has personal stuff. So you look at it, and you can see, hey, he likes bikes. He likes knives. He likes the Trump. He likes his family. That's my girl when we were getting married, when we were in high school. He likes motorcycles, loves the United States. You know, Republican kind of. I used to be, no more. Anybody here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Oh, yeah? We're going live a little bit. And, I mean, you're cool with everything. Like one of the coolest women on the planet. You're going to see her tonight. Sarah Maccabee. Come on into Joe the Box's office. This is where I go to work every day. I got to come in here. You know, I got to go to work. I got to read papers. I got to do things.
Got a new one.
Sometimes I got to put a nice shirt on. You know what I mean?
You got a new one.
We do. What we have here is artwork from Lena Rusiev, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've done this before. I always like to start here with the greatest president of all time, Donald J. Trump.
Right.
Lena painted this. Maga Angelo was her name. She's a Russian immigrant, came to this country legally, spent thousands of dollars to become a citizen, and she's watching these people walk over. She wants her son to come from Russia, but she needs about $18,000 on the fees. The government. Good people's got to go through this garbage. And I don't know who's coming in the border, but two of them are knocking on the door for a job the other day. They should try and speak English when they talk to me. I don't know how to speak Spanish. Wish I did. So they're going to destroy this man. They're going to put him in jail. They'll do everything they can. They're also going to destroy this great man. This is Rudy Giuliani. Mayor Rudy Giuliani in my lifetime was amazing, especially being a New Yorker. What he did during 9/11, what he did to clean up the streets before 9/11. We had a beautiful city. I loved going in the city. Hey, let's go to Broadway. Let's go to Central Park. Let's get a horse and buggy ride. Let's do great things in Manhattan, the most greatest city in the world. You know what I call it now? New York. Shitty. Shitty.
It is.
Anyway. A lot of people don't know this man, but you are going to get to know him. His name is Tom Homan. Tom Homan was director of ICE, was a policeman his whole life, grew up in New York, and he worked for 6 presidents. The greatest president he ever worked for was Donald J. Trump. And he will tell you that. And I steal his material because what he always says, if you don't like Donald Trump, you don't like me. And I feel the same way. No offense to anybody, but if you don't like Donald Trump, you definitely don't like me. So Tom is going to be responsible for Homeland Security, right? Tom is going to be responsible for the border. Tom is going to be responsible for removing every illegal immigrant, alien, migrant, whatever you want to call them. Anybody that broke the law coming into this country illegally is going back. This is what Tom told me. I can probably quote this one. You'll be sitting having dinner with your family and think everything's great. And we're going to knock on the door and we're going to take you back. You go into the border. You should have came in the country that way. You should come in the country the right way.
Who's this guy?
Next one over here is Kash Patel.
Oh, it is Kash Patel. Yep, it sure is.
Kash Patel is my new recent add-on to it, and I feel very comfortable that Kash Patel is going to be in Donald Trump's cabinet. I think he's going to be responsible for cleaning up the intelligence agencies. He's a brilliant lawyer, a brilliant man. Took a ton of abuse, just like everybody else does. Kash Patel is now going to expose everybody. Just stay right there. I'm going to come in and out real quick with this book. The Deep State, the Truth, and the Battle for Our Democracy. Now, this book is being held up for months and months and months. Why? Why do they slow walk us? Why do they shadow ban us?
They don't want the truth out.
They don't want the truth. But Kash Patel has the truth with his book, Government Gangsters. He will be here. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. I know him. All right? I didn't grow up in Garden City with him. Grew up in Garden City right around the corner from me here. Well, on Long Island. And people in Long Island and people from New York have their own way, just like Gary does in Texas. And Gary might eat his meat one way. New Yorkers, we do it our way. All right? He's going to expose these guys. And he's going to show us the truth. And Trump is going to support him. And Kash Patel is going to come here with his book. When that book comes out, I'm already on pre-ordered. 200 I bought.
Wow.
All right, turn around. Make a turn around over here. This is a portrait of me. Anybody see it? I'm told it looks like Donald Trump. Do I look like Donald Trump to you?
Mm.
Mm.
You need
Sure
the
act
yellow,
like him.
You need the little wave over.
I didn't give you the artist inside because I love artists. Lena, you know, this is David Benanguis from Bolivia. Another artist that comes from another country to come here and tell me how much he loves the country. Because Bolivia is run by tyrants. Mm-hmm. Bullshit. So this is my wife and I. We are America First Warehouse. Tony is her name. We are Relentless Patriots. We are Border 911 Maniacs. Close the border. And we are the voice in the wilderness. But you guys are making me loud, right? Everything I do, David Benanguis, is not an original. It's a copy. It doesn't matter. I walk around the place with this at night. I hold it up at high when we have our events. Nelson Medina painted the car. He loves painting cars. He gave me that as a gift because he loves me and he knows I love cars too. And I use the car show and I take advantage of his work and him. David Benanguis also did this on the 2020, my last party for Donald Trump, my election night party. We ran over a Biden car. I had two bands rocking and rolling, and he was painting live, and he was doing this 2020 thing, and we were all excited, and he teased me a little bit by putting my little box underneath. He said, "Hey, Joe, you know that I like you to try this. Would you like this piece?" I said, "You know what? I see what you're doing, and I like it a lot, and I will take it," and I took it. And then all of a sudden, about 11 o'clock at night, I'm saying, "Uh-oh, Joe, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We don't like the way things are going." They called Arizona at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? But I'm just a conspiracy theorist, like all of you.
Right.
Come on over here. There's no conspiracy about this. 2 seconds and I'm out of here, my friend. There's no conspiracy about this. This is another American Patriot artist. He doesn't come from another country. He does come from Staten Island. Staten Island carried Rudy Giuliani for mayor. Staten Island loves this country, loves America. Scotty Lebedo is the only portrait I have of President Joe Biden. Crooked Joe Biden. And Scotty captured the essence of Joe Biden beautifully with his Chinese lapel, China maiden shirt, with his divided president of the United States. He's going to secure us, him and Barack, right? And the upside down American flag because we are in trouble. And here's the difference between our presidents. This man is a president. And I know he's getting older. And when you get older, things change. Nothing's really changed with him. He's still stronger than ever. He comes back into this White House. We get him back in. Everybody's help to make that happen. I won't spend one nickel on anything with the Republican Party, but I'll give Donald Trump my heart, my soul, and whatever I have. This guy's got to go to jail. Donald Trump, right? Another one by Scott Lebedo, great artist. Oh, and this is my last one, and we'll close it out a little bit here. Come on. You don't see it?
I see it.
Thank you.
I
I had to go through that to get you to see it. Oh, and the last thing I'm going to end you with, when I rally, and they call me names, you got the back of my shirt?
Yep.
I'm going to be there. Joe the Box. I am an American terrorist, and I will smash my pillow on your head. I love this country. I love what you boys are doing. You keep up the great work live stream. We're going to see you all day today, right?
That's right.
David?
We're going to be busy
Sean,
today. Got a
right?
lot going
We
on.
got a lot of terrorist activities to get working on. Peace.
All right.